As a victim, you know what happens? Yeah, you keep on denying. Okay, there's a lot of denial. You don't even admit that it's happening, that those changes, those problems, those difficulties are happening already. You go into a lot of denial and say, no, no, I'm okay. I'm not affected with this. Then you have so much excuses. As a victim, you have so much dramas in life. That's why you're no. That's why there's inaction. You have this drama about this in the past, that people hurt you in the past, your ex hurt you in the past, your parents didn't treat you well. So those are your victim stories. You have so many excuses when you cannot be more, do more, and have more. You're hopeless when you're a victim. Because you're hopeless, you don't take actions. Because you always say, why will I take action? Why will I put in so much time and effort for nothing? You're hopeless. You know why you're hopeless? You don't have any faith at all. You cannot have hope without faith. And again, you know what I'm going to say. When you find yourself here, that you feel that you're a victim, how do you know that you're a victim? Oh, you wallow in the corner. You're just in the dark. Excuse me. You're not taking action. You're buying your own excuses. You're buying your own stories. You're hopeless. You know that you're a victim whenever you do that. Quickly do something about it. Quickly snap out of it. Shift. Yep. Shift ka. Or you shift. Don't forget the letter F. But you shift. You shift. And remember, okay? Remember awareness. Start to take responsibility. I am responsible. I will choose differently. Beginning today, I will not enjoy. What happened to my slides? I will start to be responsible. Okay, you know what? I'm so OC. I'm gonna do it right now. Okay, because I'm responsible. I can do something about it. Okay, let me just put it here. Let me just do this on the spot because I am responsible. I can do something about it. Okay, doesn't look good now. Yeah, but we can still improve it. I am responsible. There you go. Okay, that's doing something about it. Okay. All right. Okay. Forgive me, no, I'm so OC with it. So choose to be responsible. There year is not the last volcanic eruption. There will be more, stronger eruptions, more powerful eruptions, powerful earthquakes happening, the kind of flooding that we're getting. There'll be more. There'll be the new standards. And it's not me. It's the scientists. It's the meteorologists. And even God said, in life, there will be difficulties. You will encounter problems. Pero sabi niya, take heart. I will never leave you. I have overcome all of them. I will never leave you. I will always be with you. And so, how can you be afraid then? You start to accept that there will be problems, difficulties, changes, uncertainties, adversities, or crises. But take heart. God is with us. Okay? And so I will start. If God is taking care of me, there's something that I can do. I will be responsible for my actions. Why will I have the courage to be responsible? Because I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful because I have a God. I have faith in my God that as I take actions, He's there to help me. He will never leave me nor forsake me. I'm always hopeful. Are there times that I'm afraid? Yes, I'm a human being. I tend to be afraid, but I quickly get out of it. I snap out of it. I quickly shift. Okay? Remember that power to shift. We can shift. And so, what do we want to do? What we wanted to do is, yes, we acknowledge that there's crisis, there's difficulty, that there's uncertainties, problems. But what we wanted to do is overcome all those victim stories, victim excuses. We wanted to become hopeful instead of hopeless. We want to start to take responsibility. During the break, I want you to take down notes and write it down. What are the things that are pulling you down? What are your excuses? Why you are not able to accomplish the results that you wanted? What's holding you back? What are those excuses? Is it pain from your relationships? Are those pain from previous experiences? Pain because dati tumodo ka, you went full out, but you didn't achieve anything? What are those things? I want you to continually rise above those things because that's what we wanted to do. Rise above and beyond. We want to rise above the crisis that we're seeing. We want to rise above the problems. We want to rise above those difficulties, those challenges, those crises. And how are we going to do that? One of the things that can help us, fresh active. Okay. I trust, again, I continue to trust that you're there, and that you are raising your hands this way, above your head, your hand above your head, stretch above your head. Actually, you're doing pointer finger. Okay, come on, do this with me. Pointer finger, point it upwards, above your head, point it towards the ceiling, or the roof, and rotate your hand clockwise. Rotate your hand clockwise. Come on, clockwise. Okay, you're missing it? Okay, clockwise. And then clockwise. I want you to pretend that you have stopwatch. A wall clock in front of you. Okay, wall clock in front of you. That's 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. That's clockwise. 12, 3, 6, 9. 12, 3, 6, 9. That's clockwise. Clockwise. Slowly bring it up. Don't change the rotation of your hand. Slowly bring it up. Bring it up. That's clockwise. Everyone, don't look at the screen, but look at the rotation of your hand. Come on, look at the rotation of your hand. It's turning clockwise, right? Okay, look at the rotation of your hand. That's clockwise. 12, 3, 6, 9. Clockwise. 12, 3, 6, 9. Now, don't change the rotation of your hands. Bring it slowly down to your eye level. Don't change the rotation of your hands. Slowly bring it down to your chest level. Don't change the rotation of your hands. Bring it down to your chest level. Slowly bring it down to your stomach level. Yeah, I know for some of you it's difficult. It's bumping your bellies already. Oops, sumasabit sa bellies, sa bilbil. Okay, now, what I want you to do now is look at the rotation of your hand. Don't change the direction of your hand. Look at the rotation of your hand right now. Now, tell me, what's the rotation of your hand right now? Your answer can either be clockwise, counterclockwise, or depende, or it depends. Okay? So what's the rotation of your hand? I'll check it later in FB Live.
What? Huh?
So was it clockwise? Was it counterclockwise? Or it depends? Some people will say, it depends. Wherever you're looking. If you're looking at there, upwards, it's, if you're looking at your hand, okay, above your head, it's clockwise. But when I started to look at the rotation of my hand, while it's rotating in front of my tummy, it's counterclockwise already. Now, did you change the rotation of your hands? Again. If you're not getting it, down to your eye level, to your chest level, to your stomach level. Did you notice that that the rotation of your hand changed to counterclockwise? Again. Clockwise. Bring it down to your eye level, chest level, stomach level. You didn't change the rotation of your hand, but somehow the rotation of your hand right now in your tummy, as you look at it, is counterclockwise. You didn't change the rotation of your hand. If you still cannot see it, that it's counterclockwise, you do this with your hand. There's something wrong with you already. But seriously, the rotation of your hand didn't change. You know what happened? You started to have a fresh perspective. What's a fresh perspective? It's a combination of fresh perspective. In Tagalog, panibagong pananaw. You start to see things differently. Yep. What happened? Did you change? No. You changed the way you look at it. It's like wearing sunglasses, colored sunglasses. If I'm wearing red sunglasses, sunglasses with red lenses, if I put it on, all of a sudden, my surroundings becomes red. It's how I see things. You see, fresh perspectives are very powerful. It's called fresh, again, perspective. Having the right or seeing the right perspective in any given situation. I don't know about you. I don't know you, huh? I know the names of most of you, but I really don't know you. I know Migo, I know Kelsey. I know their names, but I do not know you well. Okay? And I'm sure that you're going through something as well. Just like Sandy. Everyone goes through something because, again, as long as we're alive, there will be difficulties, uncertainties, challenges, problems. I don't know what you're going through. But you know, one thing's for sure, there's a right perspective. Is life perfect in me, with me? No. But I can see it differently. You know, there are times in my life that when I talk to God, I go, Lord, thank you so much for this. It's almost perfect, Lord. In fact, it's perfect with you. There are a lot of lack. No, I may be lacking in some things, in some areas of my life, but I tend to see it differently. I don't know what you're going through. But you know what's the power of fresh perspective? Yes, you cannot change your situation, but you can transform your perspective. It's how you see things differently. Wala naman nagbago eh. Yes, you look at COVID, it's still there. But you can transform your perspective. Maybe you were seeing it as a threat before, but you see it differently now. You start to see it as an option. You start to see it. You start to see a lot of discoveries. You start to see opportunities in it. You cannot change your situation, but you can always look at it differently. Once you transform your thinking, transform the way you think about them, you start to experience that the world is changing. Kahit wala naman talaga nagbago, even if the world didn't change. But seriously, your world will start to change once you transform the way you see things. Transform your thinking, and you start to change your world. I don't know what you're going through. But for some people, no, I challenge you. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. If you're going through some things right now, and you think it's hopeless, or you're ruined, your life is destroyed, please reach out to me. You can easily reach out to me. I'm Arnold H. Anog in Messenger. I will let you see perspective. Whatever you're going through right now, there's a fresh perspective in it. You know, when my wife was diagnosed with cancer about 2-3 years ago, we were devastated, but we started to see it differently. Yes, of course, it was difficult for my wife. It was difficult for me, and for my family as well. But of course, it was extremely difficult for my wife. It was difficult the first days, first few weeks. In fact, even for a month. But what happened? We started to see it differently. My wife started to enjoy her new lifestyle, and we did as well. We started to think, oh, that we'll be healthier because of this. We started to see the buti na lang of this, or thank God it happened, or things that you're saying, what is the good out of all of these things? Okay, remember this? The victim will always be in denial. They will have excuses. They will have hopeless. That's why they will take less action. You start to shift and do things differently. You start to accept that it's there already. We started to accept that there's cancer. We started to take responsibility. What else we can do? We started to be hopeful because whatever happens, God is in control. So therefore, we'll just continue to trust and enjoy the process. And responsible. We started to see that buti na lang. Buti na lang. What's your buti na lang story? During lunch break, you think about your buti na lang story. You started to talk about, di ba, write down things that are pulling you down, your victim stories. Come out of it. What's your buti na lang story? When I was, this happened about 5-6 years ago. I was, I lost a lot of money. My friend, my partner, training partner. I lost a lot of money. I even look up to him as a mentor, but I lost a lot of money because of him. Oh, I was so angry. It was difficult for me to move forward. You know how I snapped out of it? My wife just asked me, how are you? What are you doing in your life? I just suddenly remember, yeah, I can do something about it. But I was very unforgiving in the past. And you know who suffered? Me. Because when you do not forgive people, you suffer. It's not the other person who will suffer. That's why when you give forgiveness to other people, that is for you. That's not for the other person. Forgiveness is a gift that you do something to yourself. All right? And so, as we think about it, please continue to write down what's your buti na lang story out of your victim excuses. Because what we wanted to do is as we continually rise above and beyond, we want to thrive in this new. Again, acceptance. Yakapin mo na yan. Embrace this truth. That it will be for a while. We will be here for a long ride. That mask, that inability to be in a live, not to be in a live session, it will be for a while.